Thanks for joining us today and being part of the RWTA Chilled Out series. Take a few moments to hear about one of our new members and how they serve the Australian cold chain. Introducing you today to a director of Gordon Brothers, Lachlan Urquhart. Hello, Lachlan.
Hi, Marianne.
Lachlan, I'll get right into it. Your company assists transport companies to buy, sell, and finance their fleets, plant, and equipment. Tell me more about how Gordon Brothers can benefit the refrigerated logistics space, please.
Yeah, certainly, Marianne. So, Gordon Brothers is based out of Boston. It's been around since 1903. It's got about 350 staff globally in about 40 countries. We've been in Australia since 2017. Got offices in Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Adelaide, and Perth, and we'll probably get to about 30 by the end of the year. So, the business is growing. Gordon Brothers is essentially an asset advisory firm. We've got a big private balance sheet behind us, which we use to support outcomes for clients. Just depends on what they really need. Most of our conversations begin with plant equipment valuations. From there, businesses will use that information, whether they're looking to purchase other businesses, finance decisions, insurance valuations, tax assessments, purchasing price allocations. It just really depends on the situation. People will be aware of Scott's Refrigerated Logistics, which we were involved in recently. Look, that was an extremely unfortunate outcome, but one we were able to support at the beginning, which is sort of where we come into play. We've got access to about 1.2 billion Aussie in private capital. This gives us the ability to offer guaranteed outcomes for assets. We can partner and backstop M&A. We use it for purchase and leaseback situations for clients. We can use it to reposition equity, which is particularly sort of relevant around succession planning, management buyout type discussions. But it really just depends on what the customers need. And I think across that breadth of what we can do, hopefully members of the RWTA are able to sort of use it as it specifically suits them.
Absolutely. And tell me, how are our asset values holding up at present?
Yeah, so look, it won't be news to anyone. Both new trucks and trailer assets are been in hot demand since COVID. They continue to be. There's long lead times, and a result of both inflation on costs for manufacturing those products, but also availability has meant that secondary market values have held up very strongly as well. There's a bit of a debate as to whether some of that secondary market strength will fall off once we get through the instant asset write-off period, which ends today. However, look, there's certainly, even in a quiet time of year for refrigerated transport, there's still pretty strong demand for assets. There's certainly strong demand for the use, and it'll be interesting to see how that goes into Christmas.
It will be, and it's a growing industry. There's over $400 million being spent in Victoria and New South Wales alone, building new facilities for the cold chain as we speak. So it's not going to slow down anytime soon. That's for sure.
No, definitely not.
Look, I will enjoy introducing you around at the upcoming RWTA 81st Conference and Exhibition at the QT Gold Coast this year in August, and I hope to see you there.
No, thanks, Marianne. Likewise, and let's hope the Gold Coast can turn on some great winter weather for all our southern cousins.
Absolutely. Of course it will. It's Queensland. I'll see you there.
Thanks, Marianne. You too.